Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, the prayer of heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Amaharani kamzumarimasu kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite sumemi oya kamu izanagi no mikoto tsukushi no himo kano tachi hanano odo no ahagi harani Misogi harai tamo toki ni narimaseru. Harai dono o kami tachi. Moro moro no maga goto tsumi kegareo. Harai tamae kiyome tamae tomao sukoto no yoshio. Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomoni ame no fuchi koma no mimi furi tatete kikoshi meseto kashikomi kashikomi momaosu. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie mi oya nushi no kami mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Nagara tamachi hae mase. Nagara tamachi hae mase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized with health, peace, and prosperity. a reality in our life. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated for group Johrei. Agradeço. Someone's teaching this morning is entitled Art and Beauty and is found on the Daily Inspirations, page 97. Nature's splendid beauty. It's mountains, rivers, trees, and flowers. It's God's work of art created for humanity's enjoyment. Because my goal is to help others live in paradise, I must first create paradise in my own heart. When we enjoy art in all its loveliness, we are uplifted and purified, cleansed in mind and spirit, one of God's great blessings. There are three ways for people to attain spiritual purification and higher awareness. One, through suffering. Two, through the practice of virtue. Three, through beauty. First way is suffering is experiencing physical illness or adversity. When spiritual clouds are accumulated to a certain level, a natural purifying activity begins according to the law of purification. This is nature's way of maintaining harmony. The second method of purification, the practice of virtue, is experienced through the giving of self in service to others, both on an individual and a worldwide level. This is a better way of expelling spiritual clouds and raising one's spiritual vibration than through the first method. It's much easier. It offers the joy of service while cleansing the spiritual being of its impurities. The third way for purification to take place, through awareness of beauty, is experienced by a direct contact with the beauty of nature and with the enjoyment of lovely things created by human beings. Places of natural beauty carry a high spiritual vibration. Part of God's plan was the creation of flowers, trees, mountains, and seas for us to enjoy, and while enjoying them, to be purified in spirit, mind, and body. Any type of man-made beauty purifies the spiritual being to some degree. Paintings, sculpture, music, poetry, and prose all carry the vibrations of their creators as well as their own, producing a vibratory power that is second only to God's own creation, nature. Both service and beauty are stressed in our work. They form a balanced harmony that constantly purifies our spiritual beings. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. Thank you also for keep praying for world peace. And most recent, to the victims of earthquakes in Morocco, and also many victims of floods happening in many parts of the world. This morning, the faith experience I want to share with you is from Carlene Simone Santana da Silva from the Orla Sul Johrei Center in Natal, Brazil. Carlene is 47 years old. She has been a Johrei member for 9 years and currently dedicates herself as a family assistant. A few years ago, she developed a habit of impulsively spending money and got into debt that made her suffer deeply. During that time, she borrowed money to pay off her debts. She tried to prevent her husband from becoming aware of that situation. However, he found out. They had a big argument that culminated in him threatening to leave her if it happened again. 2019, in an attempt to pay off the previous loan, Carlene borrowed more money. Her bank account became depleted and she spent over her credit card limit. All of this created a snowball effect. She felt depressed, didn't know how to resolve the situation. Since for months she was not contributing to the house expenses, her husband asked if she had gone into debt again. However, she always denied that anything was out of order. At the beginning of 2021, one day, she asked God and Meishu-sama for permission to become a better person, worthy of her commitments, and to give her the strength to tell her husband the truth. She made the decision to discuss a deal to those she owed money. Surprisingly, her offers were accepted, and she could pay her debts in installments instead of interest-free. Carlene felt hopeful that everything would work out. 2 days later, she felt courageous to tell her husband and children what was happening. They all cried together after the conversation. Her husband reaffirmed his words to leave her. Despite being saddened by the situation, his decision, she still felt grateful and relieved to clarify the truth to her family members. Carlene decided to hand everything over to God and Meishu-sama and to commit herself to give service. Since there is no Johrei center in the city where she lives, she began to intensify our practices of faith at home. She began to give more Johrei to family members and to watch our online services. During the same time, she tried to keep in touch more frequently with the members she has been assigned to assist. Additionally, she began to regularly offer donations of gratitude, a practice she was not accustomed to do. Soon she could perceive the divine protection because her husband decided not to leave their home any longer, although he was still very upset. That month, when Carlene received her paycheck, she first materialized her gratitude and paid the first installment of the 4 agreements she had made. She became penniless but happy to honor the commitments she had made. Around this time, she sponsored a Johrei home gathering. Right on the following week, her 19-year-old son was hired on his first job. Carlene felt very happy and cried with joy. Today, her financial situation is gradually recovering. She settled 2 of the repayment agreements, and she is strictly complying with the others. She no longer incurs in debt, and her marital relationship has harmonized. Carlene learned the importance of turning over her afflictions to God and Meishu-sama, and of the commitment to our practices of faith, amongst them, offering donations of gratitude. Her commitment now is to be more useful to the divine work each day, sharing the light of Johrei and the teachings of Meishu-sama to many people, so that they can have their lives transformed, as hers was beautifully changed. Thank you very much for attending this morning service and for listening to this powerful faith experience. Wish you a very blessed day, a very blessed week ahead of us. And with this concludes our morning service.